What's going on, guys? Gomes here back again on another MLB The Show 19 Diamond Dynasty video. Today we are going to be talking about a way that you guys can pretty much complete any possible hitting moment, at least. The pitching ones, I still am looking for some, ways to get those done a little bit easier, but I found another really important for the hitting ones. So if you guys could leave a like down below on this video, it really does support me a lot and I really appreciate it. Also subscribe if you guys are new. Getting real close to 16,000. Thank you guys so much for the incredible support. But for this one, we are going to want to go into the sliders. Now, you guys know I definitely do a lot of play testing to see really what is going to kind of help you out within here. And you might remember towards the beginning of the year, we went towards the sliders, and there was a way where you could basically put up your contact power and timing and it give you a bigger PCI. That no longer works, just in case you guys didn't know. But today we're going to be turning up all the base runner speed, the steal ability, and we're going to turn down all the arm strength, all the reaction, the speed. And what this is going to do is you're going to be able to run faster. So really what we're looking for here is this is going to help out on those extra base hit missions and also the stolen base ones, because we're also going to turn down the computer pickoffs. And then also I think what might help a little bit is put up the errors on particularly the throwing errors, because if it's a fielding error then it's just not going to count, but a throwing error such as if you're trying to steal a base, if you are stealing the base regardless, it's going to count as a stolen base. So we're going to do it like that, and what you're going to want to do is just apply those modifications. You can save them if you want to. I don't think it necessarily matters. I do save these just for the hell of it, but I don't think it matters all that much. And what we're going to do from there is we're going to go into a moment. Now, I am going to say it is a little bit hard to see on face value. I will, after we go through this, show a side-by-side comparison with it on and with it not on. But basically, you're going to want to go to the moments. I recommend do it not through Diamond Dynasty, but through the main screen. It's still going to count. Just if you go into Diamond Dynasty, you're not going to have those sliders on because they will go ahead and reset. So basically we're just gonna find any one. Let's just take the one I was testing earlier, was this one with Bo Bichette, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna hit the ball, and you can see he does run faster, and this is going to help you out. Now it's not this big of a difference, that would be kind of hard to believe, but it is a marginal difference that will help you edge out a single into a double. And this mission arm in particular is one where you have to exclusively get a double. You can't hit a home run to finish it off. You have to hit a double. So we're just gonna go through this one time. Like I said, it's probably not going to be that easy to see going through it this time, but once we go the with it on and without it on, it should be a little bit easier for you guys to really tell the difference, because this is just with it on. So obviously it'd be hard to tell what it looks like if you can't see it. So you can see he only has less than 70 speed. I think it's 69 speed. So he does run pretty fast for a 69 speed, guys. So now I'm gonna run it there and then there, and this side is gonna be with it on the left hand side of the screen, and with it out on is gonna be on the right hand side of the screen. You guys are going to see the difference of how much this makes. So as you guys can tell, that is definitely going to help you guys out a lot for the moments that are extra base hit driven or stolen base wise. I know a lot of people were having trouble with the Jackie Robinson getting 2 stolen base moments, and this is going to help you out a lot. Remember, we turned up the slider to, or rather turned down the slider to have the computer do pickoffs, and now it's not going to make them completely non-existent. They will still pick you off sometimes, but I definitely do notice that it is less than usual. Something that you will notice is you are going to have to reload your sliders in, so it is a bit tedious, I will give it that, but you're not going to have to do this for necessarily every moment. Some like one plate appearance where you hit a home run, you're not going to have to do this with. So that is where I would recommend to save it, so you don't have to fumble through all the settings each time. You can just load it in, and then you'll go back to your sliders and they should all be there just like you had them. So that is going to help help out. And of course, like I said, the arm strength is also going to help, which, you know, can help you beat it out a little bit quicker with that additional speed, and they're going to throw it less, and it's going to help you, you know, achieve a little bit more bases. So that is one tip. Another one I do want to go on, this is one I talked about in a previous video, but I have made some adjustments, and that is what we call the meatball method. I did change it up a little bit. I think it is now better to use it on directional, and I think directional for a lot of the one plate appearance home run missions, or moments rather, is pretty effective in my opinion. I think it just helps out in the fact that you don't necessarily have to worry where you are with your PCI. All you want to do, and I'll show you once we get in there, is if the pitch is coming in, you're going to want to move your analog stick over there, and if it's coming away, you're going to want to move it you know, up to the top left. So what we're going to do is we have that on directional, and also we're going to go ahead and put tutorial tips on and the batting tips. And if you guys have not seen my meatball method, you guys are going to check it out right here. So what we're going to do to test it is go back into a moment challenge. We're just going to pick one where you have to hit a home run in one plate appearance, this brand new one with the Kyle Seager, and you guys are going to see it should pop up with batting tips, and yeah, I'll show you all there once we get there. So here we are in the moment. You see this pop up for directional hitting. You have to hit X. You cannot hit the touchpad to disable, otherwise this will not work. Usually they're probably going to throw it inside, and you usually want to pull a home run. So what you're going to want to do is set that up there. It's going to freeze, and then you just have to be able to time it right. And as you guys can see, it's right down the middle. Kyle Seager's going to hit an easy home run. You know, before, the way I had the meatball method was a little bit kind of hard to follow, and it was still using the zone hitting interface. So I think this is a lot better because they're never going to throw it perfectly down the middle. Remember, the thing about the meatball method is that they're supposed to throw a fastball right there, and it should almost be like you're playing on beginner difficulty in a sense, so it should be a lot easier. But it's never going to be right down the middle. You know, if you ever try to, you know, if you're ever playing with a friend and just try to throw a pitch right down the middle to them, it's never going to go directly down the middle, at least not usually. It's going to be a little bit varied, but using directional hitting, all you have to do is focus on the timing, and considering it freezes in time, you really just have to hit the button, and as long as you have your analog pointed up and in, which is usually what I would recommend. If you're using a righty, then do it the other way. It just makes sense for Kyle Seager. You want to do the side that you're going to pull. It's kind of hard to explain. So a lefty, go that way. For a righty, go that way. So it's going to help you guys out a lot. Like I said, I just got that easy done within the first try, and it's just super simple. I know a lot of people, myself included, those can definitely be frustrating at times because, you know, whether it might be they never throw actual strikes to you, they always just like to paint the corners, or they like to throw balls. Like, there's times where they'll literally throw 4 straight balls and walk you, which is really annoying. But that time it's going to guarantee that they throw a strike right down the middle. And what you're going to have to do, sometimes it is a little bit weird the next time you enter into a moment. So usually what I do is I just turn these tips off. Rather, it didn't actually click off, go figure. But I would turn those tips off, and then I would accept and apply the changes. Go into Diamond Dynasty. It usually takes a little bit because I tried this before I started recording this video, and it didn't pop up. So usually you almost have to play a moment in between, and then it's going to pop up again. It's a little bit weird, but for the first time, it definitely should. If you restarted the game, it definitely would pop up once again, but obviously that's not ideal. That's just going to take more time, which you guys don't want to have. So those are those, and I do quickly want to go over the damn dashboard method again, because every time I mention it, I still see people saying, but Gomes, you can just hit R1 and reset the moment. I want to re-emphasize this point once again. I don't think there is a multi-game mission right here. So tally 8 total extra base hits with Mike Piazza. So yes, you can click R1 to reset the moment, reset the series. But the thing about the dashboard method that some people still don't understand, the reason why it is so important and why I always stress it, is that say after one game with Mike Piazza, I tallied 5 total extra base hits. Great progress. So in the next game, I'd only have to hit 3. But let's say, you know, you don't get the right pitches, or you just kind of struggle in the next one, and you don't end up getting the 3 total extra. You don't get the 3 3 total bases. So what you can do is once you're into the moment, and I'll quickly show you guys, once you're in the moment, you can hit the PlayStation button, go to the home button, and close out of the application, and once you get back in, it will be like nothing ever happened. You'll still have 1 game left, and you'll only have to get the 3 total bases. So yes, you can reset the series, I'm aware of that, but the dashboard method is used when you have good progress and you don't want to start all the way over. There's some multi-game moments where you have like 4 games. I think I remember in particular, there was a Charlie Blackmon one with the player of the month where you have like 16 total extra base hits. So for example, if in 3 games you had all but 4 of them done, so in the last one you only need 4, why would you want to go all the way back and do all that progress again? It just doesn't make any sense when you can go ahead and do this. Go back, hit the dashboard, and once you're back into MLB The Show 19, once you go back to the moment screen, you're going to see all that progress is going to be retained, and you're going to have infinite shots. You know, I remember in particular, the first time I came out with this and made a video about it was when I first did those storyline really maze moments, because it was the 4 home run, 4 stolen base one, which was damn near impossible. There's no way I could have done it at the time unless I did the dashboard. So, you know, it took me a good 10 plus tries to do it, but eventually I got it because I didn't have to start over from square one every time. I made good progress, and then I was able to capitalize and continue on that progress. So that, once again, right there is the dashboard method. I don't know exactly what it's going to pop up as because, oh, damn, we actually got diamond batting gloves. That's pretty dope. But yeah, we had already finished that one. But you guys know, you guys have seen it. I just wanted to re-emphasize that point once again. You don't have to hit the R1. The only time you would want to fully reset your moment, and I have already completed it, so that's why it shows like that. But if I hadn't completed it, it would still show at 2 games remaining. The only time that you'd ever want to reset is, let's say, after 2 games you only got 1 total extra base hit. There's no point of keeping that progress because then you'd have to get 7 total bases in the next game. So you might as well restart from square one. That's the only time you really want to hit the reset multi-game moment. Otherwise, if you have good progress, continue on that and just give it another go when you have a chance. So that is a brand new moment tip that I have to bring to you guys, and then one that I readjusted, and then one to re-emphasize once again. Like I said, I go through a lot and really just test out what works and what doesn't. I don't really know how much else I can find. I was looking to see if any of the sliders actually made a difference in pitching. It doesn't look like it right now. I tried dynamic difficulty. That doesn't do any effect in the moments. I thought maybe you could like accidentally play like rookie on a Hall of Fame moment. It doesn't work like that. If you guys have any other tips that you guys want me to explore, if you guys have some, you know, exploits, let me know down below in the comment section, and I'll gladly do some Indiana Jones, Sherlock Holmes investigating on those as well. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like down below. It definitely helps me out. And yeah, hope you guys have a great day. There goes some Saudi.
Love is love and hate is hate. To die is an awesome adventure and I can hardly wait. Earth is a prison, I need a great escape. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone. You know I'm in my zone. I took a bite of the glory.